The Chicago business scene is as diverse as the city itself, but we don't always hear from the entrepreneurs who keep the Chicago economy colorful. That's where I come in. I'm Micae Brown, and this is the Minority Report. Chicago is full of political ambition and technological innovators, but when your first job out of college is helping elect Senator Barack Obama, you're probably shooting for the stars. This week, we meet Emile Cambry, an entrepreneur who worked for the future president before getting a business degree and launching efforts as diverse as the 21st Century Youth Project and the Chicago International Social Change Film Festival. Emile told us how money and social impact add up to 1647, his super cool tech incubator in Pilsen. So when you were in high school and undergrad, did you know that your mission in life would be to start a really awesome incubator?
I knew I wanted to help people. My dad's a doctor, my mother's a social worker, so for me it was all about seeing the byproducts of not being able to be there in certain cases or the things of not having opportunity. So I just wanted to always help people and see how we can help people of color, women, people who are marginalized get a chance to make good things happen.
So how did Blue 1647 come about?
Yeah, so a couple years ago I started a youth project, the 21st Century Youth Project. We teach middle and high school students mobile and web applications, and we had some success. Some of our students have done some great things. They've been featured on CNN. And I would try to call around and get these kids internships because I want them to make money. So it's like, hey, you learn, you can make money and make that connection. And I want them to see adults who also look like them building cool stuff and making cool stuff and see if we can provide an ecosystem so adults can see youth and be inspired, but also get a pipeline of talent that can hopefully help them with their ventures. And then at the same time, I wanted youth to be able to see adults and say, oh wow, if he can do that, I can do it too.
What advice would you give to someone perhaps in an underserved community to start out building those relationships to help them build a successful future?
Yeah, first come here, obviously. We'll try to hook you up. But the second thing is really just trying to find different people that actually care about what's going on out here. Not people that just want to help you out for babysitting or to make themselves feel good, but have a genuine interest in helping you get to the next level. Because there's a lot of people that will talk to you. They'll sit down and have coffee with you for hours and hours, and you'll do that 10 times, but are they going to introduce you to someone else that can help them even more than they can help you? And that's the big thing.
What are some of the biggest obstacles that you have overcome, and how did you establish yourself as being credible?
Yeah, the biggest thing is when you talk about community, you're talking about social service kind of stuff. So they're like, oh, look at those poor little guys trying to make a better place and babysitting these and providing a little instruction. But then you have to also talk about the ROI element of it all. So you put in money, you're helping people, but you're also creating jobs and opportunities, and you're also creating cool stuff that is actually being used. So we got to bring people in here, because if I talk to them on the phone or we meet in some coffee shop or any place outside of here, they don't really get it, And then when they come in, they see the people and the kind of stuff that's being made is bleeding edge stuff, far more advanced than some other places here in Chicago. But we have to actually show that. So on our Facebook page, we got to show pictures of stuff. We have to make sure we talk about this stuff, and and that's kind of getting people to say, oh well, maybe they are doing cool stuff, and maybe we need to check them out. So that's kind of what we've had to do. We just have to work 5 times harder than everybody else.
What setbacks do you feel that you've experienced that were directly contributed to your ethnicity?
I don't know if, there's some challenges, because some people come in here, and they say, oh, you guys have Wi-Fi? I guess so. We're a tech center. I think we have Wi-Fi. I think we can accomplish that goal, But, you don't try to take it and see if it's ethnicity, maybe it's community, maybe it's some other things. But it does get you questioned, like, why are we talking about this, We have great Wi-Fi, in fact, just in case anybody was wondering. But, some of those things, you start to think about some of the different questions that you're being asked that don't seem like it's about innovation and ROI. It's about, thinking that we have very struggling people here. We have people from MBAs from University of Chicago, Northwestern, Ivy League schools who are here too, but are still looking for an opportunity and felt like our place is a great place for that. But we also have people that we're helping just to get their foot in the door to get something started. So people don't say and look at each other like what credential you have and who, play the, the diploma game. It's more so like, hey, are you working on cool stuff, and how can I help you work on cool stuff, and also can you help me work on some cool stuff?
Tell me, what is one of your greatest success stories that's come from Blue 1647?
Wow. Yeah, I think the biggest success story that we have kind of is landing Forbes as one of our sponsors. That's a big thing for several reasons. One, they're outside of Chicago, so we've been able to have some reach outside of Chicago. Two, they're going to enable us to do a lot of cool events moving forward. And I think for us, to say, hey, big corporate can support us. They love what we're doing. They understand social impact and ROI and put that together. So that's going to allow us to just open the gates for so many different kind of events that we're going to be able to do. Because so many people, and I think in our folks that we've talked to when we were starting this idea, were saying, no way you guys are going to get big corporate dollars for what it is that you're doing. And we're like, I think we can. And I think that's a big thing, because ultimately that's going to enable us to provide more opportunities for our people here. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. You want to like a place that you work, you want to like the people, but you also want to feel like it stands for a higher purpose than just making money. It's actually social impact, improving opportunities, bringing in veterans, bringing in youth, and all those other stuff too. It's, money is great and all, but money plus social impact is even better.
Money plus social impact. What does that equal?
Blue 1647. But no, jokes aside, it's just something in which you're doing more and just serving a higher purpose. And I think it's bigger than just that. And that's what we have to sell ourselves on. We're not going to have the crazy high-end finishes yet. We're working on that. But what we do have is a thriving, growing, organic community that cares about making the world a better place.